She was lighting up the sidelines of the NFL, and now she's lighting up the hearts in her community and beyond. I am Anita Slaughter, and this is Foundation Fridays on Sideline Rewind. I am thrilled to be sitting down here today with Karen to hear all about her foundation. Karen, welcome.
Thank you, Anita.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Let's first start off and just let our listeners know a little bit about your background. So, your cheer career spotlight. What team and what years did you cheer?
Sure. So I cheered 1989 to 1994, and I cheered for the Philadelphia Eagles, which was an amazing experience. And I'm currently still very actively involved with the NFL alumni. I'm one of the committee members, and also with the PPFCA, which is also a group of the Philadelphia Eagles cheerleaders alumni.
You all have an excellent alumni program, by the way, and I love watching everything. We share a lot of your materials on our Sideline Rewind Instagram.
Oh, thank you for doing that. Yeah, we really do. A lot of the girls have stayed connected and involved. We do a lot of community work, a lot of charity. And recently we're doing reunions. We actually cheered at halftime, did a performance at halftime routine last year at one of our games, which was awesome. So, yeah, we're excited to continue doing a lot of good work.
And I think I remember y'all did the Thanksgiving Day parade
Yes.
as well. I love it.
Yes, we do the Thanksgiving Day parade. I unfortunately was not there last year. I was there the year before, and then a lot of charities throughout the year. And we all stay together. We have welcome parties where we welcome the retirees who are now new alumni. We do brunches, and to be honest, Anita, I'm still the best of friends with 10 incredible women who I cheered with from the late 80s through the 90s. And we travel together, we get together a couple times a year, and they have become my lifeline through all of this. So it's been amazing to have them as my great friends.
It's like one big sorority, we always
It
say.
really is. It
Love it.
really is.
So tell us, we always ask whether on our podcast or on Foundation Fridays, what is your favorite rewind or favorite memory of cheering?
Favorite memory of cheering. We had the opportunity back then to take a few trips. We went to Japan for the Tokyo Bowl. We went to London and played obviously a game there. And I think those trips were really incredible. Even though they were probably 4 to 5 days, very short trips, we were able to experience the cities and then also just amazingly experience other teams, getting to know them, and being in another arena. So I would say those were the highlights. I was also captain, which was a huge accomplishment for me. I really felt honored to take on that role, although it felt a little bit of pressure.
Hmm.
But I took it very seriously. And I think when you become a leader like that and you want to make sure you're setting an example, you can take that with you in your career and, of course, in your life. So those two
Absolutely.
things were really, really fun.
Well, that kind of brings me to my next question. Like, would you say cheerleading, how did that still impact your life?
It's just, as a matter of fact, I had an interview with somebody recently. It is always part of my life, even though it's been 30 years. And I don't know if that's the right number, and I'm not going to count. All these amazing women have been part of my life. The passion for the Eagles has never gone away. We still get together for the Super Bowl, and 15 or 20 of us hang out together. So I think that's really important. You have lifelong friendships. And
Hmm.
then, of course, what I have experienced over the last few years, everyone has rallied for me. The entire group. The first year we had one of our charity events, I had over 25 cheer sisters there from all over who came and supported my family. So those are really precious moments that you just cherish. Plus the leadership and you realize being a part of such an incredible organization is a lifelong gift for sure.
Agreed. All right, let's get to the nitty-gritty of what we're really here and what it's all about. So tell us,
Sure.
I know there's multiple. So let's start first with the first foundation that you were a part of.
Of course. So, how I actually got involved in these foundations really was through a diagnosis of younger onset Alzheimer's that my husband and I experienced back in September of 2023 at the age of 55. And so we didn't know anything about the disease. We were in shock. We talk about fitness. He was very fit. We both felt like we were very young. We were entering our back end, getting ready for retirement. So we just never really expected this type of diagnosis, which obviously is a terminal diagnosis. So once that happened, I was really scared and I did not know a lot about it. So I started finding out what I needed to do. When you get this diagnosis, I was 56 at the time. I'm 1 year older than Anthony. There is a slew of questions and decisions that you have to make. And so I started finding out what I needed to do. And in order to really figure this out, I reached out to the Alzheimer's Association, and they were great. They have been good to me. And then, of course, we got very involved. Anthony and I wanted to share our story. Anthony's two daughters started sharing our story on social media, and people started finding us. And that was really rewarding. It helped me cope. But what was interesting about the Alzheimer's Association is I did get involved in two different areas. One was doing our own charity events called Sandone Strong, which we do every year. And then secondly, I became a congressional advocate. So I just got back from Washington, beginning of June, fighting for funds and co-sponsorship on two very important bills. And so that has been rewarding for me. And our family and community has raised over $100,000 since Anthony's diagnosis for the Alzheimer's Association. And so that's exciting. And that we continue. But with all of this came a lot of other caregivers who started reaching out to me.
Hmm.
I have a large Instagram following, and I started getting questions and then started meeting other caregivers and three other women in particular. We started having our own support group on Sundays just to vent, Anita, just to talk, because unless you're in this and you understand what it's like to have a spouse going through this, it's
Hmm.
very difficult to really comprehend. And then the four of us, we decided that we thought we could help others. And we created an organization called Surviving the Now. As a matter of fact, we're working on incorporating this organization. And we started our first podcast in October of 2025. We had 200 people register across the country. And
Amazing.
we were really overwhelmed. We were nervous, but we were also excited. We just finished up our last one in June, and we're taking the summer off. We're going to regroup and then start again in the fall. But what we did do, because we thought we really needed to expand the platform, is we created regional groups. So I lead the Pennsylvania, New Jersey regional group, and I have about 15 individuals who live in those two states. And we get together a little bit more often. We actually talk more often, and we can listen to their personal stories. So we all kind of save each other, if that makes sense, Anita.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been really cool.
Well, I think that's one of the difficult things with Alzheimer, really any diagnosis, is just the feeling of helplessness. And so being able
Yes.
to grab onto things that you not only helping the Alzheimer's organization, but helping people deal with all the things that come along with that diagnosis. And it's got to be
Yes.
like such a great feeling.
It is. And actually, I reached out. There are definitely advocates out there who are on this journey for one reason or another. Emma Willis being one of them with the FTD Foundation she just created. And Maria Shriver is I'm a huge fan and so respect what she's done with the women's Alzheimer's movement. And I actually reached out to her. And when I reached out to her, I didn't realize she was already following our story.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And then she actually nominated me for the Caregiver Award for the Women's Alzheimer's Movement. And I was in May, I was out in Cleveland, Ohio, receiving that award from her.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So it has led to a lot of awareness, and that is so important for not just me, but for other
Absolutely.
caregivers.
How wonderful.
It is. It's exciting.
So tell all the listeners how can they help? Volunteer, donations. What are you looking for as far as support?
Sure. So, as of right now, if anybody wants to donate, I can certainly share with you the Sandone Strong link to the donations that go directly to the Alzheimer's Association. And so we do have that foundation that is active. The other important aspect of all of this is reaching out and building awareness for caregivers across the country who are alone, who need support, and need to reach out and just haven't found us yet. So, what I'd like to share is our Instagram account. It's called Surviving the Now, or our website is www.survivingthenow.com. There's no fees, there's no monetary, requirement. This is all about connections and community. And so, also on Instagram, K Sandone, and then Surviving the Now, because we are hearing from new caregivers out there who are looking for support.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
And it's wonderful that you're able to do that with no fees as well, because I know that's, a big setback with a lot of different organizations. So
Absolutely. Yes, this is about one another and really figuring out how we can help. Some of us have gone through the story. One of our co-founders, her husband passed away last year, so she has the ability to really help those who are grieving. And one of the other co-founders, her husband's in the mild stage. So we all have different stories that help others, and that's really important.
very important. I agree. Well, Karen, thank you so much for sharing
Thank you.
both Sandone Strong and Surviving the Now with us.
Thank you
We're
so
going to
much.
link the website. We're going to link your handles on Instagram so everyone
Great.
can follow you, and also on our LinkedIn page. So we're going to link it all below. So everyone go follow, go give, and go support, because impact never goes out of style.
You are right. Thank you so much, Anita. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.